Why won't my parrot let me pet him? Hi, I'm Kaylin, or her. I'm Kaylin, the author of The Parrot Bliss Bond, your handbook to having a blissful bond with your parrot. Please be sure to get your copy on Amazon. Now, why won't your parrot let you pet him or her? In this video, I've got my 3 African capes. When it comes to a parrot's personality and bickering, there's a couple factors that are going to really determine and affect whether or not your parrot lets you pet them. Look at that. She says, pet me, pet me. Number 1 is just your individual parrot's personality. Macy, who I'm petting, is a female. You could tell by her salmon-colored cap. Next to her, we've got Quantum. And Quantum is not wanting to be pet. As a matter of fact, that was, thank you, please don't pet me. They are the same species, another factor that affects whether or not your parrot will let you pet them. Hi, pretty Macy. And there are species like Asiatic parrots that don't really want to be pet, and that would be an Indian ringneck, for example. And then there's other species like a cockatoo, who I think are the opposite. If you're not going to pet them all day long, I'm not sure you should get one. Now this here is Tessie. Hi, Tessie. And Tessie says, you can pet me, I love pets. So the individual personality, number 1, the species, number 2, number 3, some of the history. It's possible that something happened to Quantum before we got him. We got him when he was about, 8-9 months? It's possible something happened and he's just like, no petty, no pets for me. And then, Tesla, he's very different. He's like, pet me, pet me, pet me. And he likes to be pet on his bone right here, his cheekbone. But he also just likes to be pet everywhere, and he usually looks blissed out. Macy's come over and she's like, more pets, please, more pets right on top of my head like I like them right there. She likes to put her head down and be pet. The next thing, the 5th thing that affects how much your parrot does or doesn't want to be pet, I'm going to go with you so that you just have to pet me, she says, is the amount of time you spend with them and, how much you develop that. Oh, what's up? Are you storming the castle? So, if your parrot does or doesn't want to be pet, keep in mind that it has more to do with your parrot, some factors that you are aware of, some factors that you aren't aware of. Look at that. I'm not going to let go of your fingers so that you can pet me. That's how it goes sometimes. And actually, Quantum will do the same thing. He won't want to step off. He's like, nope, I'm going to stay on your hand, your arm, wherever I am. But no touchy. That's what Quantum says. Can I have my finger back, please? She says, no, more pets. So don't be upset. If we spent... like she said, no, I said, I'm keeping you forever to pet me. Oh, Macy, come on. I know, I love you too, sweetie. If we spend a lot of time with Quantum, we could probably alter that about his personality. Hi, Tessie. Hi, Tessie. Oh, you're eating some nuts? Good. These guys are outside for a little while before the macaws come out on what looks like a cage, but is really a perch, a perfect perch. That way my macaws can't knock their food over. We've got some coconuts, some enrichment, some fresh air. But so if your parrot doesn't let you pet him or her, don't take it personally. Oh, that was really cool. He just walked in the open door. There is no door. The macaws took it off. It just sometimes is, unfortunately, the way your parrot is. On some occasions, if you have more than one of a species, what happens is they learn from each other, and the one that likes to be pet will sort of teach the other one that being pet's nice. But there's just no guarantee. That certainly has not happened with Quantum. If we go back over here to Quantum, you can see he's playing. He's like, I'm doing my thing. I said no pets. Okay. Then you also have some parrots, and keep this in mind too, because it's possible your parrot lets you pet him or her, but there's gonna be parrots that are one-person parrots, which means I'm allowed to pet Macy. Macy says, pet me, but anybody else, she says, give me a nut and then get out of my personal birdie space. So keep that in mind, because that's also another factor in the petting. If you run into a bird who's a one-person bird and you aren't the person, by definition, that's a sixth factor. Then you're just not allowed. You're just not in the in crowd. And then it doesn't matter if you're in the flock. You can still be in the flock, but they still might not want pets. So I know we all get pets, and I consider parrots more of companions because they take so much time and they bond so much. But, you know, I know it can be frustrating. Consider getting a second of that same species and be patient and be understanding. For example, it doesn't mean that Quantum doesn't love us. He does love us, and right now he's like, I'm playing. I like playing with this chain. Leave me alone. And there are times where Quantum just, like I said, he just won't get off. But, okay, that's now a Quantum bottom video. So just be patient. You know, it's not that your parrot doesn't love you necessarily. Sometimes they've had something happen in the past, like I said, or, you know, or like people, some of them just aren't as affectionate and some are just more affectionate. This guy, he's preening me because then he'll expect the same in return. Now he's like, okay, now I'm ready for pets. Now it's your turn. So be patient, be gentle, be more patient. I think people underestimate what patience means. I think that with dogs, and maybe cats, but with dogs, we don't really have to necessarily be patient. Dogs tend to love us right away or very shortly after. And with parrots, it can really take weeks, months. So, you know, you really just, I've had people reply to my videos and say, oh, you were right, I had to be more patient. I think, you know, months, sometimes it takes months, and they may or may not come around. If you really want a cuddly parrot, research the species, because some species are more cuddly than others. I find Cape parrots to be cuddly, generally speaking. And then, like I said, give it months and months. Now I'm gonna wrap up. Oh, good, I got my finger back. I was wondering if I was gonna get my finger back. And if you have any questions about parrots, please be sure to comment below. If you haven't already, please likey the video and share it. Oh, you didn't like that airplane flying by? And we will catch you on the next feathered flock video here as I share my bliss.